And if you've been over to the Good Things Facebook group lately today, you will see that the Mississippi Highway Patrol is thrilled to unveil its submission for the prestigious 2025 American Association of State Troopers Best Looking Cruiser Contest. And boy, they've put out a good looking one this year. Joining us today is Captain Turnipseed to encourage us all to go vote, vote, vote. Right, Captain Turnipseed?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We need to exercise our rights and go out and vote. We can sure use the help of the Mississippians and your listeners of your show. We're down in the race a little bit toward not toward the bottom, but one good session of voting takes about 30 seconds to get us right back in this thing, and Mike can get us up to win the thing. So it takes about 30 seconds. You can go on our Mississippi Highway Patrol Facebook page, find the post. The link is there. You click on it. It takes about 30 seconds. There's a little captcha question there to make sure you're a human being, and then scroll down and put Mississippi and hit enter, and we could get back in this thing. We could do the come back to the ages right here. So yeah, we took a lot of time and thought about our location this year. We kind of got the habit of trying to pay tribute to different parts of the state of Mississippi, and we went up to Clarksdale this year and kind of visited the Delta, the land of the birthplace of America's music, the land of the blues, and took several pictures around there. Found one we really liked the best with some beautiful colors on it with our beautiful Mustang, and I think we have a really, really nice submission this year, something we're really proud of. We just got to get Mississippians engaged and get them out to vote. We're very competitive in this. It's state versus state, and Mississippi is a very competitive state and always has been in the past.
I was just going to say, Captain Turnipseed, I think in years past we've either come really close to the top, we may have even won it a couple of years. What happens with this? Tell us about this contest. I know it's state by state, and obviously it's the cruiser. Is it for a calendar? Is it for bragging rights? Set up the contest for us.
Well, it is it's a calendar. The first place actually the first 13 places that finish get placed in the calendar. The first place guy gets the cover of the calendar, and then the 12 finishes after that and get the 12 months. So that's a big part of it. It's a big calendar, and they get a lot of sponsorships and stuff. They do scholarships and do all kind of things for a state organization, state troopers across the state. It's kind of a money raiser for that organization. But I will tell you, the bragging rights are the big thing to us, because these states, I mean, you go on there and you look, and they talk a lot of smack to each other. Everybody's gunning for each other, especially Florida put a Corvette in it this year. They seized the Corvette and marked it up, and really they're in second place right now. Michigan is taking the lead, so Florida's now in second place. So everybody's coming after the top two guys. It's bragging rights. We go to any conferences or any conferences or organizations where with multiple states involved. This contest always gets brought up, and people like to rib each other just in good fun of which state has got the best looking cruiser. We all know that state is Mississippi. The key to it is just getting people to pause for just a second and go on there and take the time to click the link and vote. That seems like that's more of the don't anticipate that somebody else is going to vote for you. You got to go do it yourself. And you can vote one time from every device. You've got 2 or 3 phones. You can vote once from each device or an iPad or even from your computer. It does lock it down after that to keep people from doing multiple votes. But it's a fair contest, and we enjoy it. We look forward to it every single year, is getting out and finding that location and putting that submission in there and seeing how well we can do.
Well, we just had on the C Spire text line, Captain Turnipseed, we had a just voted. So they wanted to make sure that you knew that. So our Good Things listeners are listening to that. You can find the link over on the Mississippi Highway Patrol's Facebook page, as well as the Good Things Facebook group. But so talk about y'all's car. I mean, because this is the Mustang, the Ford Mustang. How did y'all select that? Is that the only one that our troopers use? Or you mentioned the other states. It sounds like Florida cheated by doing a Corvette.
They did. They went out and seized the vehicle, and it's not even that car is more. I believe it's more used for like public engagements and stuff. It's not an actual cruiser. The Mustang is actually a car that we're looking at. We got a few of them, and we're looking at using them in certain situations and spread them up throughout the state. They're really good cars. They're really dependable cars. They handle really well. They've got, the kind of speed that you need to do some of these enforcement details on interstates and stuff. And it's just another tool that we have that the Department of Public Safety, MHP, has to use, is that Mustang. And we've got, right now we've got some Dodge Durangos, we've got some Ford Explorers, we've got a few Chargers. We're kind of moving away from the Dodge Charger because they kind of went down back to a 6-cylinder in those, and those motors don't, for what we do, we're not quite what we need in our enforcement vehicles. They might move back to the V8. We might look back at Dodge eventually. But the Mustang is just, we used to have them back in the early 90s. We had a few, there'd be one or two per district. And they're great for what they are, for what we can do with them. And they're also, there's really great PR and recruiting tools as well, because everybody wants to come up and talk about the Mustang. So they're a good way to get out and meet the public. And you have, every time I drive that car and get into it, it takes me probably 45 minutes to get away from a gas station because people want to stop and ask questions and take pictures of it. And it's just a good community public relations device as well, just to get out there and interact with the public as well. So the car it's multifaceted of all the things that it's really good for. These young recruits want to be troopers, maybe want to get the chance to get a Mustang. Might can't buy one of their own, but think they might come to the patrol and get one. It's a good recruiting tool, and it's my favorite car. I like to drive it. It's not for the old man, but an older guy like myself, I couldn't probably do it daily because it is a little bit more of a challenge. It's so low to the ground getting in and out. The SUVs kind of got some of us spoiled because they're easier to get in and out of. But the Mustangs are great cars. We love them. We love them a lot, and they look really, really cool.
Well, and I think it's a beautiful car. It's a beautiful photo, too, highlighting Clarksdale and the Delta. And, again, we want you guys to succeed in this contest. So if you're just tuning in to Good Things, go to the Highway Patrol's Facebook page or go to Good Things Facebook group and then click it and then do your vote. You only have to do it once or from multiple devices, but you don't have to do it over and over again. And let's see us rise to the top. It is a holiday weekend, though, Captain Turnipseed, and I don't really want to see you guys out, working. I don't want to come in contact with you guys this weekend is what I'm trying to say. But you guys will be out and in force because that's what you do to serve and protect. So what are your reminders for folks as they get out and travel for this holiday weekend?
Well, our reminders are, we say it over and over again. Wear that seatbelt when you get in that car. That's probably the best life insurance that and it's free, that you can do is put that seatbelt on and make sure that those children you have in the vehicle are properly restrained. Don't get in too big of a hurry. Manage your speed properly. We'll be keeping an eye on that. These phones and these, like I said, I want everybody to vote, okay? So vote, please.
As long as you're not driving. Yeah.
Don't do it while you're driving and going down the road. Just remember when you get somewhere, pretty easy to do is just go on the Highway Patrol Facebook or the Good Things Facebook or y'all's website and click the link. But just don't do it while you're driving. So don't distract your drive. And then, of course, if you're going to partake in any kind of beverages or adult beverages or anything, get a designated driver. Get somebody to drive you. Use an Uber. Just don't take the chance. Don't take the risk while you're out there driving because your decisions do affect other people on the roadways. And if we live like that and drive like that, our decisions don't just affect us. They affect the other people out there driving. They also affect your family as well because something happens to you, somebody's got to take care of them, and you don't want to put them through that hardship of what could have been avoided by not making a bad decision while you're out there driving.
All good stuff, Captain Turnipseed. When do we know who the winner is? When does the voting close?
July the 10th, I believe, is the final day of voting. So it just started just a couple days ago. It's still early, and I've seen some of these states that are down way back behind. We usually get a pretty good surge. Mississippi does a good surge at the beginning, and once you get your surge, it's kind of like, you got to pick the time to get your surge of votes, I guess, because you can only vote once. But I've seen some that come from way back and get in the top and literally win that thing. Michigan was way behind Florida on the first day, and now they've jumped them by about 5,000 votes. So it's all it takes is just a second to go and do it, and we can be right back up in the top. And nipping at the hill.
Well, we're going to keep up with it, Captain Turnipseed, because we're going to see Mississippi succeed, at least make the calendar. So I appreciate your time today, and even Jeff said he already voted, so it's working. So we'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you very much for having us, Rebecca. Y'all have a happy and safe 4th of July weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
Back with us in just a second.